Hey guys, this is a video on the King archetype and the last video in our series on the book King, Warrior, Magician, Lover by Robert Moore and Douglas Gillette. I recommend you watch the introductory video as well as the other archetype videos to understand the King archetype fully. Let's dive in. Among the four mature masculine archetypes, the King is the most essential. In myth and legend, a noble king is often portrayed as embodying traits of the warrior, magician and lover, integrating all three with balance and wisdom. Similarly, a man who has fully accessed the king archetype will naturally integrate the qualities of the warrior, magician and lover. Because of this harmony, the king archetype often emerges last, embodying the peak of masculine maturity, a sense of one's full, godlike potential. The king in his fullness brings a unique array of qualities, each a reflection of a fully realized masculine self. Centeredness. Historically, kings were positioned at the center of their realms, both physically and spiritually, bringing divine order to chaos. A man connected to the king archetype feels a similar inner balance, projecting calm and stability amid life's challenges. He acts with purpose rather than reacting impulsively, standing strong even in turmoil like an anchor in a storm. Decisiveness. The king is charged with making decisions rooted in core values and enduring principles. In times of crisis, his decisions are informed by who he is, what he believes, and the wisdom he's gained from experience. The king's decisiveness comes from his understanding of right action at the right time, guided by moral integrity and sound judgment. Integrity. Integrity unifies a man's virtues, allowing him to live as a complete whole person. The king archetype signifies the wholeness and consistency. His life is a seamless expression of his values. He mends broken relationships, honors commitments, and takes responsibility for his actions, living by the same principles at all times. Protection of the realm. A king defends his domain, a role seen throughout history as kings defended their people and territories. A man similarly has realms, his family, work and inner life, that he must protect. Whether the threats are physical, emotional or spiritual, he shields his loved ones, including himself, often calling on the warrior's strength to do so. Providing order. Law and order are classic kingly attributes. The king archetype guides a man to create order in his life and in the lives of those around him. Rules and discipline create stability, allowing others to flourish. A man in touch with the king archetype first applies this discipline to himself, leading by example. Creativity and empowering others. Kings in mythology are often symbols of fertility and creativity, believed to affect the land's abundance. For a man, this creativity might emerge in projects, relationships or parenting, manifesting whenever he takes an active role in creating or nurturing something. Moreover, the king archetype drives him to inspire others, empowering them to achieve their potential. This is crucial. A man who is accessing the king archetype understands that his power and influence in the world increases as he empowers others to live to their fullest potential. Blessing others. A true king uplifts and honors those around him, recognizing their achievements and encouraging their growth. He may act as a mentor or simply offer a kind word, understanding the profound impact that recognition and encouragement can have. By blessing others, he strengthens his influence, offering guidance that helps younger men find their way. Legacy building. Kings have always sought to leave a legacy, whether through monumental achievements or cultural influence. For a man today, leaving a legacy may mean impacting others positively, creating ideas or passing down values and wisdom. Whatever shape it takes, a legacy reflects the lasting influence of a life lived with purpose and intent. The king archetype's immature aspect is the divine child archetype. Whereas the fully developed king takes charge and makes decisions to help a man reach his full potential, this undeveloped aspect represents the man's unrealized potential. The divine child is the part of the psyche that determines what someone wants to do or think he can do. But in this immature state, it doesn't have enough power to turn those wishes into reality. It's a common misconception that growing up means getting rid of boyhood aspects of the psyche and replacing them with mature, masculine ideals. In reality, it's impossible to eliminate any aspect of someone's personality. Instead, as a man matures, he should view the boyish aspects of his psyche as foundations to build upon and develop. Many people have immature king aspects because they didn't receive enough kingly praise from others. For a child to develop a king's confidence, he needs people to recognize his talents and accomplishments. Without that positive reinforcement, he's likely to grow up believing that he lacks the skills and intelligence to be a good king. He'll think that he's not competent enough to make big decisions and that he doesn't deserve to judge others positively or negatively. The king is the matured version of the divine child, whose selfishness is replaced by the mature man's selflessness. It is the king archetype that allows man to be more godlike than any other of the other archetypes. While the king in his fullness embodies balance and benevolence, its shadow sides, the tyrant and the weakling, undermine these virtues. The tyrant, plagued by insecurity, views power as a finite source and fiercely protects his control. Driven by narcissism, he treats others as threats or tools, lashing out to assert his dominance. The tyrant's scarcity mentality makes him view others' successes as a risk to his own, prompting jealousy, resentment, and exploitation. The weakling, by contrast, avoids responsibility, often yielding his power to others and letting them make decisions for him. Men ruled by the weakling may be passive in their personal lives or controlled by others. If the weakling rises to power, he often overcompensates, clinging to control through paranoia and cruelty, which drives others away and reinforces his insecurities. These shadow forms often coexist. Beneath every tyrant is an insecure weakling, and every weakling may harbor the desire to become a controlling tyrant. Achieving the king archetype requires dedication to self-improvement and a commitment to living purposefully. Here are ways to access the king archetype. Create more, consume less. Focus on active creation over passive consumption. Leave a legacy. Engage in acts, relationships, or projects that leave a positive mark. Develop practical wisdom. Cultivate a life of experience and sound judgment. Become a mentor. Offer guidance to younger men, fostering their growth. Seek a mentor. Find a role model to learn from. Establish core values. Define the principles that will guide your life. Embrace order. Live with structure and discipline, providing stability for others. Gain emotional independence. Establish independence from parental figures. Formulate a life plan. Align your actions with long-term goals. Practice true leadership. Lead through service, integrity, and vision. Safeguard your ideas. Protect your creativity and vision. Be decisive. Take action with clarity and confidence. Avoid corruption by money, power, and sex. Live with integrity and self-control. Integrate these aspects. Unite your actions, beliefs, and values. In embodying the king archetype, a man integrates his power with purpose, using his influence to bless others and create a lasting legacy of positive impact. This archetype allows a man to truly tap into his godlike potential. Thanks for watching. I would appreciate you commenting and subscribing, and as always, stay awesome.